Hey everyone, Rome here. Today I can play some Banished. I've never played this. I have played this game before. I just never made a video on it. It's a very fun little game, and I'm going to show you guys how it works. It's very simple, and for the best part of this, it has mods. If you're a person that just likes building stuff and not really that much the whole everything can go to shit very quickly, Banished Plus will help you a lot, and specialized stockpiles is a must. Stone bridges is just looks, really. It's like, oh, why do I have to have wooden bridges when, you know, I have stone roads everywhere? Specialized stockpiles is that they will not put wood in stone piles and such, and this one basically makes life easier. Basically. Anyways, let's see, let's put this on. Disasters are on, starting conditions, let's put on medium, fair, large, valleys, yeah, that seems about fine. And now just start it. I'm going to show you guys how you start in this game, and then I'm afterwards going to show you one of my ongoing saves in this game. The loading time can take a little bit of time because it is actually putting out every single little piece of well, stuff all over the place. So that it's natural that it's going to take a little bit longer the first time around, because it is plopping down every single tree and every single stone. Okay, first spacebar is going to help you a lot. It'll actually stop time. Then I'm going to start at the beginning, just making a little road here, because that's usually what I like to do. Then we take up all of these things. I like having this as well. This is a decent enough map. It's fine, it's fine. Event log, yeah, let's put that there. Let's see. They usually have something up here. Ah, there we go. Builders, let's put to everybody is not put to do something are automatically something called a laborer. They will basically just run around and gather resources for you and put resources where you need them. And damn it, those birds are a little bit loud. Is this it? No. It's like, okay, let's see. Oh wait, I've pressed OK. Oh, damn it. Okay. Nope. It's like, okay, which one is the correct one? Oh, ambient, of course. Let's make some stone houses. Stone houses have an higher isolate. They're more isolated from the cold weather. In other words, when it becomes winter, well, they're going to use up a lot of firewood and such. But if you have a lot of stone houses, they will use less. Let's start by just putting them to cut down some trees. Let's take this iron as well. I put it to ×5 speed because there's no point in not putting it to ×5 speed, really. Stone is slow. Yeah, I know. They're going to use up just about all the stone in these two houses. I just need to get all houses up before winter. Let's see, when it comes to food, you actually have a lot of options. One of the best options is making yourself a hunting cabin immediately. I'm going to destroy this hunting cabin later, but for now this is a good enough location because animals will go through here soon enough. Sometime in the future they will probably go through here. Probably. Let's see. A couple more stone houses. It's in order. I usually put them in 4 little quadrants like this. It allows people to easily move around and such. Let's see. Yeah, it's a rather fun game. It's all about keeping your people alive. The more people you have, the more food you will need. And the only ways to get food is hunt, or you actually have a lot of ways to get food. You can hunt, you can fish, you can trade, you can farm, you can make orchards, which are trees, you know, fruits and such. You can gather herbs. Yeah, herbs is mostly for healing though. You can also gather mushrooms, berries and such from the forest. See, I'm forgetting someone. Oh yeah, you also have pastures where you can have animals and such. When you have this disasters on, for example, now in the beginning, a giant tornado could happen. Oh, also here's a very nice thing. Increase priority. You know what? I'm just going to take the general volume down to 20. Because that is actually rather loud. Yeah, it's a little bit lower. Yeah, increased priority will make people prioritize. Who knew? Who would have thunk it? It will make people prioritize this. Also, as I said, Banished Plus is a mod that makes stuff easier. The piles can have more stuff on them. I think the trees and stones have more on them. And because I'm mostly playing this just for the building aspect of it, really. Not as much for survival. So this is perfectly fine for me. I'm more of a builder kind of guy anyways. Yeah, a gatherer's hut. Yes, let's put a gatherer's hut up there. I don't really care too much about how shit is built in this, because I'm not going to continue playing this afterwards. So, yeah. Also, here's specialized storage. You can put like wood storage, firewood, stone, iron. It really helps you out, to say the least. Okay, I'm gonna need another house because there's 5 families. Yeah, I have more than enough wood and stone. I need more firewood though. Let's see, firewood, this guy. Let's put him down here. It's a very bad position because it's very far from the stockpile. But again, I'm not going to bother too much with being too efficient and such with my buildings this time around, because I won't be playing on this one after I'm done here. This is mostly just to show you guys how the game works. And if you guys are wondering where I found this game the first time I found it, it is actually through Total Biscuit and his video on it. He made a video on it probably a year or so ago. I'm just like, yeah, that game looks like cool. I'll try it. Also here, town services. It's very important to have wells. This is a tip I'm going to give you immediately. Having at least 1 or 2 wells in every so area is very important, because if a fire starts and you don't have a well, everything will burn down. It will just go like, well, you don't have anything anymore. It's also important to remember up here to change how much you want stuff and how much stuff you want in your storages, and change it to an amount that you want. I usually just add a 0 because it's ridiculously low at the beginning. I mean, seriously, it's so low. Okay, they do not have firewood, meaning that this guy will have to start working quickly. Let's see. It's late summer, there's no point in starting a farm, but I can start a small orchard. Yes, I have to actually remove a couple of things from here first. There. Send up some people to remove that herb. And apparently there was a tree there. That was a seriously a minor tree. Son, there you go. Farmers to gatherers to hunters, woodcutters. The first winter is usually not that hard, but if you run out of food, you will die. But seeing as I have a hunter and gatherer, I should be okay. I might not, flourish, but what you gonna do? Oh, actually no, I know what I can do. I can put out a fisher's hut. That should help me a lot with food. Because here's the problem. Orchards and farms don't give you food during winter. I know that's a little bit of a duh moment, but still. They don't give you food during winter, which can be a problem. So, make yourself a fisher's place. Let's just hope that these people actually do it quickly. You know what? Down with the farmers! I want you guys to actually do it. I just want to have that fisher place built immediately so I can show you guys another source of gathering food. Although the fisher hut, it ain't all that impressive, to be honest. It's just, well, a fisher hut. That's basically all it is. It is a fisher hut. And what do they do there? They fish. Yep. See, it's a wooden area. I kind of like how it builds itself up a little bit in a bit as you build on it, which is actually decent enough. You know, it helps a little bit, although it could be more, but I won't really keep it against it. Now, fishermen, and just to put 2 people on fishing, and all they will do is stand down here and fish. Also, they just jump down there. Whoops. Yeah, fishermen, hunters and gatherers all work during winter, which is actually why it's a very good thing to have these guys up and running very quickly. If you do not have any food production before winter comes, you will die. Also, a few more things that's very important to have. A blacksmith, which you need to make tools. If you run out of tools, you will die, because no one will have tools to make tools. No one will have tools to make a blacksmith, and then suddenly everyone dies. And everyone needs tools to do fishing, gathering. They need tools for everything, basically. You need a tailorer so you can get some clothing on your guys. Every time a person is born, they will need 1 set of clothing, and their clothing will deteriorate over time, so you will need to have spares. You have the herbalist, which is needed to get herbs, which is used for healing and keeping your health up. From my experience, health will be higher if you have a large diversity of food. I don't have here though, but forester, they will plant trees and cut trees, which is very good. The school, let's see, school, it will teach your people. Your people will be become educated. If your people are educated, that means that they will actually work better and faster. So it's a very good thing to have your people educated. Town Hall will let you take in nomads, and it will give you statistics and such of what you have, what you're missing. Hospitals, if a disaster strikes, you need this, or else you will die. If you get a disease in there, if you don't have the hospital, you're fucked. This is basically for religious purposes, but whatever. And cemetery for dead people. You know, bring out your dead. We'll talk about wells. Oh yeah, the stone bridge I can show you in a little bit. Is there anything I haven't talked about? No, I don't think so. A lot of things here is you have to get used to it. It is a game that takes a little bit of time to get used to. Also, this one is cool. The boarding house. Always have one of these. When you get nomads, they will just move into this because you will not have enough houses for them. So if you have a boarding house, it will actually, well, stop everyone from being homeless for a little bit until we can make houses. But let's jump over to my larger save where I actually have been going for a couple of hours. Alright, let's see, load game. Then we go to my save called Beach City. Yeah, some of you might know where that is from. And yes, before you ask, it is probably where you think it's from. Let's see, loading. Nah, the loading afterwards doesn't take that much. See here, yeah, it's a little bit loud. I have a lot of cow pens to get leather, because good clothing need leather and wool. So you need sheep and you need cows. I need leather a lot more than everything else. See here, I have a ton of housing areas here. Storage barns all over the place, so that my fishermen don't have to walk all the way up there. They can just move it right in here. Then you got marketplaces, which are centralized, meaning that they will actually go and take food from the storage barns and move them to each of the markets. You can see here I have several specialized piles. This is because this guy can just run here, gather the wood, go in here, cut it, and then as you can see him, he'll just take it right down here, put it there. It's a very efficient way of doing it. Efficiency is key here. That's why I have so many storage barns here. For example, when they're farming, they will just put it right here, instead of having to go the extra part and go down here. Because if they have to go twice the distance to put away stuff, you will only be able to gather around half as much of the crops. Because if winter comes, the crops die. Here you got a huge orchard area. These are all different orchard trees. Because I have as you can see here, I have, well, a very large selection of foods, which is then in turn helping my citizens be very healthy, because they can have a very balanced diet. And I think a balanced diet is actually helping with helping a lot. And as you can see here, I think this is from Banished Plus. You can actually build where you usually can't build. You can't usually build up here. You have to build down here, where it's flat. But if you build here, it will just flatten down the mountain part. Well, a part of the mountain at the very least. Which, again, is not exact. It doesn't make anything harder at all. But I don't mind. Also, Banished Plus will give you that these guys have infinite resources, which I think is fine, because I don't want to just destroy the landscape with 100 quarries and 100 mines. Yes, now you can see farming. My 60 farmers will now go in full... Oh, trading! Yes, I haven't shown you this thing. Does he have any potato seeds? No! Fuck you! I really need potato seeds. Well, I'll buy a little bit of food. I'll just have to make sure I don't write number 7 on the notepad. That would be very bad. Actually, no, let's just get a ton of potatoes. Potatoes is the only thing I can't produce at the moment. And I really want a potato seeds. There, have some beer. It's not on the house. Goodbye. There you go. Now I have a ton of potatoes in here. And now this guy will start running with the potatoes to this storage barn. Which again, efficiency. I don't need more than one trader, because when he's balancing out the food, he just runs straight into here. The markets are a little bit full at the moment because I have a little bit of food, as you can see. That's also because I'm getting more and more citizens. You see, I have 2 schools, 2 hospitals, just in case. I had a disease happen a little bit ago, but that thing got nipped in the butt just at the same time it started, because I had, well, a hospital there and making a new one. So it's like, yeah, it didn't get very far. A ton of houses. A lot of these guys are single, but that's fine. It just means that people are moving out of their parents' houses, basically. Because they will live in their parents' house until they get their own. So you can see I have several wells. Oh, here's the stone bridge I was talking about. I actually think it's very good. It's a custom asset by one of the mod makers. I think it's pretty cool. Because it's like, yeah, I can make I already make stone roads. Why shouldn't I be able to make stone bridges? It's just, it looks better. Yeah, as you can see, the farms are fully operational. It takes a little bit of time to grow and such. It's a very fun game. If you like the type of survival stuff, you will want to play. If you want to actually play for survival, you will also want to not get Banished Plus, because Banished Plus, it makes it a lot easier. And of course, you can actually put the difficulty to a varying degree of, well, difficulty. You can have it, I think hard is to start with 3 families, very little resources, tools, clothing, while easy is you start with several pre-built houses, a lot of resources, many families. So this game, if you're not good at this level of games, you just put the difficulty down, get a couple of mods. Personally, as I said, I just like the building aspect of it the most. But this game is a lot of survival, if you want it to be. It doesn't need to be, but yeah, these people. Here's the thing about accepting nomads. 30 nomads want to apply for citizenship. Well, let me show this graph. The purple here is education. I accept a couple of nomads, it went down. And it went down again, and again. I don't want to have nomads. Not anymore. Deny, fuck off. I've taken in a few nomads at the beginning. Because just to get, as I said, three groups of nomads. Wait, are these the nomads? Wait. Oh, these are the nomads. Wait, are they just going to be like walk into the forest and die or something? Yeah, here's the thing. If you're very early, I have heard many horror stories about how nomads has been the death of cities because they can come with diseases, they can be sick, oftentimes they don't have clothing or tools, they're hungry. In other words, if you take them in and you don't have the capacity for it, you will die. Or you will lose your town. But if you have the capacity for it, usually it's a good thing, but I want to try to have an mostly educated citizenship. And since I already have over 100 adults, I don't see any points in letting more people come in, really. I'm doing perfectly fine. It's like, if you don't need nomads, don't accept them. Just tell them to fuck off. In a nice way. You see these guys have already started gathering, because these guys, the beans are done growing. So just like, yeah, let's start. There's a problem though. Sometimes winter can start early. Oh, they're actually walking on the side. Let's make a road here then, to increase their efficiency a little bit more. Okay, that's all I can build. Yeah, I'm gonna build a road there just to increase their efficiency. As I said, I love this thing is increase their efficiency as much as you can. Because the more efficient your workers are, the more they will gather, and the lower the chances of you just brutally dying is. You know. I think it's a fun game. You can do a lot of things with it. You can build and survive and build. Okay, maybe not that much, but still, it's a fun game. It's a fun game. But that's all the time I have for today. So, thank you all for watching. See you guys next video.